A great match. Skittles, of course, had a phenomenal showing today, of course, beating Apollo Kage, sending him down to the loser side of things. And, of course, I mean, Epic Gabriel's resume needs little to no introduction, but, you know, one of the best Robs to literally ever do it in the game. So it's going to be great.
Yeah, most definitely. Looking at this right now, you're just like, is this a Wi-Fi tournament? Skittles, Epic Gabriel in person?
That's right.
All right. So this is a good old Heartland matchup. Skittles being an Iowa, Nebraska player from Nebraska over in Iowa for school. You know, he comes back and forth. Epic Gabriel was in Florida, now resides in Nebraska. So these two do get to play each other every once in a while. And Epic Gabriel seems to be the one that has the upper hand in this matchup. He knows Skittles. He knows the habits. He knows how to punish him, catches him off stage a lot of the time, and just able to pinpoint what he wants to do and delete stocks very early.
I mean, on the topic of getting deleted, the only person that's really looking like they're getting deleted right now is Epic Gabriel. Really struggling here in this matchup, and honestly, I'm not surprised. There are, of course, some very glaring weaknesses that we know with Rob. I don't have to explain those age-old tropes, but those weaknesses are starting to kind of come back and bite his Rob right now in the behind. Love that forward air, just checking him. Frame 3 down tilt. What's up?
Okay, beautiful time to air dodge. Not gonna get hit with that move. All right, gyro, reset once again. Now the biggest issue in this matchup isn't gonna be racking up the damage with Young Link. It's gonna be, how do you take the stock from Rob?
Yes, the KOing. I mean, as we know, Young Link puts on damage like no other. Same concern to be said for Rob too, but this is a game of getting stocks taken. Love that. We're gonna see more forward air here more than anything else. This was recently found out here looking at the numbers. The forward air, of course, frame 14, but -3 on shield on that first hit. So no surprise right there that we're going to see that one here a little bit more.
Most definitely. Ooh, okay.
Ooh, nice.
The double back air. Ooh, said what, gyro?
Okay, so all the hitboxes right here on the Young Link. Great stuff here, and of course this match right now is starting to trail a little bit out of control again. You know, the size of Rob, of course, are one of the biggest weaknesses in his, you know, on his design. But I think the biggest one is his inability to land, and as we know, and we've seen it with the Apollo Kage and Young Skittles match, it's turning the stage into just a war zone. The amount of projectiles and things flying around, it's already hard enough to get onto solid ground. Then imagine having to get around a bomb.
Man, it just does not sound like a fun time at all. Finally able to get that stock, but not before catching 100%. And Epic Gabriel maybe doing a little bit of autopiloting there, already going for the rotor arm. Skittles attacking on just a bit more damage, has Rob sitting at 127%. And this could be a dead robot here soon.
It could be a dead. This robot could get sent to the scrapyard here pretty soon. And I'm like, oh my goodness. So look, I was actually just getting ready to say, I'm liking what I'm seeing from Epic Gabriel. Letting him know that, you know, it's just as many weaknesses I think the character Rob has. You have a couple as well too, and namely a lot of them come from me just knowing your habits better than anybody else. There hasn't really been anybody else in Nebraska at this level of play that can really pick up and download habits as well as Gabriel has here on Skittles. So as it stands right now, trying to kind of close that gap out of here a little bit, but the problem is that you're kind of getting out-buttoned right now. Love that side B. Quick get off me move. Laser in the corner.
You see, drop on the bomb there. Footstool gets back onto the stage. Epic Gabriel regaining center control, but Skittles just continuing where he left off, tacking on tons of damage. This Rob is not able to breathe right now.
Just being relentless, but if the online era had taught me anything about these two here is that Gabe can eliminate a stock just as quickly, if not maybe a little faster. This Skittles, as you can see right there, had that setup scouted out a million miles away. It felt gets to gyro right into the up smash, and as we know, the up smash has quite a bit of scoop on it. So unfortunately enough, as much as Skittles likes to jump around Rob, not gonna be able to do that for free for long.
Don't you just love it when players go ahead and show you a prime example of what you were speaking of? Able to delete a stock. Ooh, just barely not hitting with that. That definitely would have ended Gabriel's stock for this game number one.
No doubt about it. Party up there on that top platform right now. Skittles looking really strong here in the corner. This is where he's at, is actually most terrifying in my humble opinion. Center stage, I mean, as we know, he's gonna put on percents. He's gonna utilize those platforms to extend that damage. But when he gets you into the corner, this is where things get real spooky. We're gonna see a lot more nairs out of shield. You know, another move that's very minus on blocking. And of course, we're gonna see a lot of forward air come out, trying to catch air dodges. But wait a second. Wait a minute. Okay, now coast to coast? No, I'm telling.
Yeah, not going to kill full stage, sadly, as Rob's sitting at 184%. And this is one of those things where I don't think you feel more comfortable with Rob being at 184% because you're just thinking about all the rage this character has. And the back air takes stock. And just as I was talking about, you don't feel more comfortable. Rob is sitting at 184% because he's just like, I'm going to use it right back at you.
And now we have to start worrying about the air-to-airs. You start looking at those short hop nairs. and how much more you're putting on the line when you toss those moves out. I mean, I get it. There's very strong moves in Young Link's toolkit. In fact, I'd almost argue probably some of the top 5 strongest moves that he needs to succeed.
Oh, yeah.
The fact of the matter remains the same, though. You have to watch out for Rob. In these last hit moments, he can kill you coast to coast long before you can kill him. We'll put it that way. We've seen him toss off forward there, and it just felt like I didn't even need to DI this. This just actually wasn't going to KO me.
Crazy. Bro, getting hit with the self-spacing back air? All right, so we're going to move into a game number 2. I think you were Skittles. You know, you just brushed that off. You know, okay, he got to that percent where, you know, you're not really in my combo percentages anymore, and I have to hit you with something raw. And when it comes down to hitting with the raw hill moves, that's just where Rob is he's gonna prevail on that.
He's definitely gonna prevail on that. Also in the boxing up close too. Now that's not to say that Young Link can't box.
Oh, yeah.
Young Link has like a frame 3 or 4 jabs. He can, he can definitely control the ground. But the fact is that standing jab, of course, is holding you in place. Rob is using down tilt, which is actively push you into the corner, which we have seen historically. Neither side of the competitive spectrum here on the stage, they don't want to be there. So curious to see how this one is going to unfold. There's another Nair right off the top platform again, just trying to kind of hold down the Pokeball range here. Pokemon saying love that. Quick up air, can I get another one? Gets the red stuff there that time.
All right, it's gonna get the gyro out of there. Has it sitting up on the platform. The arrow up air not gonna hit. All right, drifting out. Good stuff there. Not wanting to get hit by an up air after that first one, so he drifts a little bit further into the stage and is able to get the stock right afterwards.
That's right, wasting little to no time. Definitely keeping this one oh, nice. The directional air dodge down, faking him out, maybe making him think that he was gonna go up there on that top platform. Hey, no matter what though, Skittles backing off here ever so slightly, very smart. But if you get in between Rob and that top, you're gonna be in some trouble. Oh no!
Oh, okay, but he does have a bomb in his hand.
Recovery
blows up.
The air dodge, he has to up, be quick.
Yep, and then Gabe goes for the up air, and that's going to kill. I do like the idea of going for the high recovery because trying to go low with Rob, you were just gonna get hit by a down air. So it's just like, you know what? I just need to go high, hope that he misses, or maybe I just don't die off the top. But sadly, Young Link is just too light of a character to live that.
Yeah, unfortunately enough. Yeah, I mean, the high recovery, of course, was probably the better of the two. You always run that risk sometimes with up air. We've seen it. Like, man, up air from Rob just didn't KO me. I'm still here. But unfortunate enough right there for Skittles, that was one of those opportunities like Gabe had to go ahead and cash out at the bank. Gabe still looking
okay.
Be here, and that's definitely going to be enough to do it. Red stuff and all out to the magnifying glass. Now we're seeing Gabe kind of leaning his chair a little bit. We've kind of seen this level of focus in the last game. You go down, but you're not out.
Oh, most definitely. Okay, and right now he has Young Link on the ledge, able to make it back center stage, and like good stuff that I'm seeing coming out here from Skittles in these first 2 games is after he's hitting the back air on the shield, he's not rolling afterwards. He is just holding shield, and I know that's one of those things that Epic Gabriel really picks up on is if you're going to roll right after hitting me with something safe.
No doubt about it. I think Gabe's roll read habits are just, second to none in a lot of cases. He can always read which way you're going to go, catch you the up smash. He can Wow-wee. This is when your parents say to pick your toys up. This is why right here, man, because a Rob might just come through and up air you out of nowhere. Clean stuff right here from Epic Gabriel. And, of course, a bit of a rinse and repeat moment from what we see in the last game where he was down, but a couple conversions in the corner, especially using those down tilts to kind of hold Young Link in place. Be able to close out. Wait, oh my God, dude! You know what though? It still looked like he was gonna live that.
But yeah, like I just said, like okay, all right, it's okay, good to say that he got the kill, because that last one, that was cross stage, but Rob being such a big character, Pokemon Stadium 2 being a pretty large stage, there's always the chance that someone's gonna live.
There's always the chance that somebody is going to live indeed. Looks like we're going to Final Destination for the next game. Interesting pick right here, of course. So this is, I think, going to be one of those moments where Epic Gabriel might have to dig a little bit deeper on his landing options. Now, that's not to say that he's taken a lot of abuse in that category. I think Skittles has kind of let him off the hook for the most part.
Oh, yeah.
But I think here now he's going to have to dig a little deeper, especially with that looming threat of up air. As we know, you can't air dodge through that. That move lingers for a very, very long time. It's very, very active. So gonna have to make sure you kind of dot your I's and cross your T's on getting back down on the solid ground.
All right, so we have a very interesting stage pick here, going to Final Destination. Final Destination, normally a stage, if you're a heavy, you might not want to go to with a person that has a bunch of projectiles because, you want platforms to be able to land on. But, in those first 2 games, like Skittles just does such an amazing job of continuing combos off of platforms. Like he'll get you on a platform, hit you with a back air, and then grab you and, you know, just go for another throw combo.
Oh my goodness. And yes, on the topic of reads, I love that there. The empty, or not the empty, excuse me, the short hop on the downer, or excuse me, the up air, just in case, you know, Epic Gabriel wanted to try to fast fall through it. And the minute he seen him drift backwards, he came right through with that dash attack. One of the more underutilized options in his toolkit. Man, I'll tell you what ain't underutilized in the toolkit.
Hey, bro, it just hopped over and did it, bro.
Hopped over. Sometimes you just hop off the block and do it, bro. We all been there.
It's like we don't need nothing fancy. Just go ahead and do it.
Let's go ahead and do it indeed, man. We the Nike boys out here. Great stuff. Epic Gabriel looking good, though. This one's staying a little bit closer than comfort for what we've seen in that last game.
Oh, yes, most definitely. All right, has him stuck on the ledge, hits with the fair. He has the bombs coming out, you know, just making less options for spaces for Rob to move. Okay, back air, nairs afterwards. All right, gets out of there.
Yeah, you got to use your safer options, especially physically, if you want to try to break away from Rob. But I'm liking the utilization right here. Oh, my God, yes, up his special attacks. And he almost got hit by an even stronger special attack right there. Side beat was coming through and obviously looking to take no prisoners. There's Nair up air. Hey, Matt's going to trail out of control. Understanding it's probably not my best interest to try to go up there and trade with Young Link. There's a good chance he's going to land with Nair down there. Let me try to set up the trap. Let me try to set up the battlefield.
Try with that boomerang, drifted on the other side, though. Not going to get hit by it.
Tyrone.
Oh, boomerang. Trying to catch Rob. Ooh, okay. Parry.
Like that. Probably your best interest, you know, saying you parry Nair on Rob, just back off, man. Just charge to the game that you got away for free.
Yeah. He was like, you know what, my shield is healthy. We'll take that.
I'll take that, man.
Don't get greedy. Ooh.
Okay, but I'm always landed with Nair. No platforms. I got to land a right there, and not the DBZ moment he was looking for. One side looking more like Frieza, other side looking more like Goku.
Oh, no.
Oh, but wait a minute. Got did like Krillin right there, man. Run up and got done up. One stock apiece right here between both these strong competitors. Who's going to close this one out?
So this is the first game of the set where we're looking at both of these guys on the final stock, but close in the percentages. Very interesting to see how this one will play out, but it looks like right now Skittles is just going to tack on a bunch of damage.
That's right. Got to keep this one airtight, man. Epic Gabriel's one of those players where once he goes up, he kind of becomes impossible to deal with.
Yeah.
Okay, look, some tried and true bread and butter stuff right here from Young Link. This is what you do when the percent start to trail on here. Really looking to take that stock. Try not to be too overzealous. You overextend on Rob, he'll make you pay for it. Okay, little off position right there for what could have been a downer or maybe a forward air stage spike, but we'll take the spin. I don't know about the win.
Yeah, man, that'd have been crazy because he lost his first 2 stocks to that movie. He would have lost all 3. That's just some heartbreaking stuff, man.
It really is.
Bears him.
Okay, back here, just self-spacing back here in the corner. Approaching with the Nair, just trying to kind of stuff out these bow and arrows and these boomerangs. Especially going arrow at this percent. Yes, a lot of those special attacks are going to convert into KOs. Clutch moment right there from Skittles. Epic Gabriel, of course. Not super excited about how that one wrapped up, but if I know these 2 young men as well as I think I do, this is definitely going to 5 games.
Most definitely. So I really do think the biggest change of this set from the previous Skittles sets that I have cast is after he hits that back air.
Yep.
On Gabe's shield. Gabe normally punishes it with the up smash or something of that sort, but Skittles is either fading away, he lands on the ground and just holds shield instead of rolling, and I think that might be something that has changed the dynamic of this matchup so much to where he may be starting to take sets on Epic Gabriel.
Okay, yeah. And it's all about adjustments at the end of the day right here. Now, speaking of adjustments, we haven't actually adjusted at all. We're actually going to stay here on Final Destination. I'm very, very curious now. I mean, on paper, I'm like, you know, Rob, no platform, boom, boom, boom. I guess, you know, in a lot of ways, especially with the way Epic Gabriel kind of handled that last match, even though this stage isn't on paper the best for Rob to give in the matchup, I think he still handled this one really well. Anytime he got Skittles off his feet, he had a laser on the ray to catch his landing option, or he had the gyro on stage, try to keep him in between. Whoa!
What the back air into the blast zone? Not very many times you see that move kill from Young Link, and he fades away from that one. Not today.
Wow, man, he is just like, I got your number. He's like, no, you don't. And another forward air, of course. This is going to be a tough spot right here for Skittles to try to work himself out. Obviously not wanting to jump too high over Rob. You always run the risk of being up air or up tilt. Yeah, just go ahead and use the get up attack that time. Gyro at the ledge is probably going to convert into an up tilt into up air, or possibly, depending on which way you get hit after gyro, always into up smash.
Ooh, yeah, goes for the smash attack afterwards.
Spot dodge down, or spot dodge down smash.
Man, that's looking like some Smash 4 Rob stuff. Or not even Smash 4, like Brawl.
Yeah, that's just Rob in general. That's just a robotic operating buddy. I got gas in this. Okay, we tech those.
All right,
Okay, grab
to the stage.
Oh, actually, going for there to that time. Yeah, very smart for him. Wow.
Point blank. Oh, man, he just walked up in the crib and pulled the toolie out on him.
Dang, man, he is a fool with that tool indeed. Crazy. Now, I was for sure Epic Gabriel was going to actually go for back throw, but probably in his best interest to not think how safe Nair is on shield.
Yeah, Skittles definitely feeling himself. That arrow came out of it. I'm going to just kick this thing, man. Ooh, okay.
Arms away right now.
Gets rid of it.
That's right. He ends up breaking the grab right now, looking for another one, another down to just to check his temperature, and this is actually what I was afraid of. Jumping around Epic Gabriel for too long. Very intelligent player. Sooner or later, he's going to become hit to your ways. Up smash and up with, of course, party starters right here in Rob's toolkit. Another bomb in hand.
All right, Gabe has a lead trap situation. Needs to be able to get this stock. Skittles still sitting at 165% first stock, looking very comfortable.
Right.
Okay. Got the bomb in hand.
That's right.
Oh, man,
right
yeah.
there.
When he starts playing with the items, Skittles is on go mode.
That's right. He's still here, but for how much longer is the real question, man. Oh yeah, you ain't punishing that. There you go. That time, try to catch him before the sword comes out. And goes deep for the forward here. He has to watch himself right now. Any special attack, that's going to be enough to do it. Yes.
Yeah, boomerang down there is going to do it, and I mean, I'm gonna call it now, bro. I see Epic Gabriel coming back. Like,
ain't no question. Yeah, he's definitely coming back.
After seeing that, he's definitely like, no, next time you're mine.
Yeah, he's definitely coming back, man. Yeah, I think one thing about Epic Gabriel, on and off the sticks, he's definitely not going quiet into the night.
Oh, yes, most definitely.
You're going to hear from him later on. So big shout out, of course, those two very talented young players. Of course, a lot of history between the two. Look, going all the way back to like the online pandemic Smash World Tour, that first go-around days.